Hey guys, welcome to the channel of Tabletop Generals. I am Andreas and I thank you for tuning in. As you can see, I have another cool product to show to you by Kromlech Historical. This time it's the VZ-29 Armored Car, Ursus Armored Car as it is also known. And VZ-29 basically means the 1929 model. So this is a heavy armored car. There weren't a whole lot used in the German-Polish War of 1939, but there were a few, and either way, I really want an armored car because it's a very useful unit and I can use every bit of support that I can get so that I can do my best to give the German player a hard time. So let's open this up and then I will show you this model. So here we are with yet another resin model in front of us. So this is the armored car. This is, I believe, based on an Italian truck, and these were heavily outdated in 1939, but they were still used, and I'm going to get to the armament when I get to these. But let's just first take a look at the basic hull and see for ourselves yet again the amazing work they do at Kromlech Historical when it comes to resin. I'm just gonna put it like this: Kromlech Historical has a really strong resin game. Their resin game is really strong. Basically they have a lot of detail, but they don't mess it up. There aren't really any remains of the mold or anything like that at the bottom here, which is smart to put because nobody is going to look at the bottom, so it's not a detriment to the quality or well the looks of the model in the end. So that's pretty cool. We have a door here, some hatches, and the driver can look through here, and there are more hatches, and there's a shovel even here. And here we can put an MG, and you might be surprised by that placement because that's at the rear. That's an MG at the rear, and you cannot see an MG towards the front because there isn't. Yes, this vehicle has an MG not to the front but to the rear. So I'm not sure why they decided to do that. Maybe there was limitations to this. As you can see, it's quite thin and everything, but still this is quite surprising. I guess for urban combat this can be pretty good, but generally I find this pretty odd. But to get back to the quality of the model, I am again impressed by Kromlech Historical. The resin game, as I said, is pretty strong, and I really like these models. So with that having been said, let's take a look at the wheels. So these are also pretty nice. Where they are connected to the mold, I can position that at the bottom so that you won't see it. So it's pretty cool. I've heard they are very experienced with resin, because this is just a branch of Kromlech, so there's more behind that. And it really shows that they have a lot of experience with resin, because this is some high quality production. So let's get to these. I am not, oops, wait, I think Oh yeah, these belong here and here. These are the Achsen. Basically the wheels go here. So yes, I'm sure that they split these for production purposes, and assembly should still be pretty simple. So let's take a look at the turret, which I find looks pretty interesting. Let's see. Again, detail very good. The gun looks very nice. I don't think there's any remains of, well, there's a bit, but this is quite amazing. I don't think I've ever seen a piece of resin with this little molding remains, or just very few. It's very rare to see this. So this is pretty awesome. But one thing I'm noticing here is I have two MGs, but there's clearly, or at least that's what it looks like to me. Here there are two spots, I suppose, for MGs to be put in, but also one here. Actually, I know why this is, I believe, because these used to have more MGs. There was another MG. I just need to find out which one it was. But basically, they had three MGs, all facing the rear, I think. And one was removed, but they only removed the machine gun. They didn't really change anything about the turret, so that's probably why that is here. And then you can just glue these little machine guns, very delicate, in here, and then you have your Ursus Armored Car. Okay, let's take a closer look at these. I don't have much to say about these. It's basically just pretty nice, not even pretty, not even really crooked metal, but I suppose because they're small parts. But it also makes it easier to break them. But anyways, these are pretty cool also. And yes, this is the Armored Car. I'm very glad to have this too. I think I also need the VZ34. I would like to have it. So I will probably get that at some point, and then maybe you will see a review of that. But that's in the future. For now, all I can say is thanks for tuning in. And have fun with your hobby. Have fun with your friends. Have a nice day. And bye!